guys, it's Allie. I just wanted to film a video today showing y'all kind of how I do my hair on a normal basis if I'm going to go out and fix it, or if I'm going to fix it. And just kind of how I curl it. Hopefully it helps you. Hopefully you get something out of it. Hopefully you like it. Yeah, so if you want to see how I got these curls, just keep on watching. So today I'm going to show y'all how I curl my hair. Really simple. It's not hard. I don't use a bunch of products, so let's go ahead and get started. First, I'm going to go ahead and show y'all what I put in my hair. I washed and shampooed it with the 12 Benefits shampoo and conditioner, and then I went ahead and put the 12 Benefits Instant Healthy Hair Treatment in it afterwards. It's like a really good leave-in conditioner. And then I went in with the Iron Shape Thermal Protectant Spray by Redken, and then I went in with Redken's Full Frame all over volumizing mousse. So I let it air dry just kind of while I was doing makeup. Actually, I filmed the tutorial on this look right here. It should already be up. If not, it'll be up soon. So I'm gonna go ahead and blow dry my hair. I have really thick hair, so it takes me a while. Also, I use my wet brush. I'm not gonna show you it because it's gross looking. It's really old. So if you don't have a wet brush, I would suggest like brushing your hair when it was wet, like with the comb. I don't suggest brushing it unless you have like a wet brush or something that's meant for wet hair, because what it does is it like tears your hair, like rips it, because your hair is more fragile when it's wet. So it's really good for your hair to have like a wet brush, or just comb it out while it's wet, or wait for it to dry and then brush it. It'll just be better for your hair in the long run. So I'm gonna go ahead with my beat up old blow dryer and blow dry my hair. How you section your hair is like up to you. If you want to do it in like section like this and just go up like this. I prefer, I don't know why, it just makes it seem like I'm not doing, you don't have to do as much. I prefer to section each side of my head behind, like right behind the ear, and then just do this section from the top right behind the ear and just make that a section. And then make the whole back a section. For some reason, that just makes it seem like I'm not having to do as much, even though I'm doing the same amount. I don't know. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my thicker side. I'm going to go ahead and brush through one more time. Now I've already heat protected, like I said, so I'm just going to go in. Take probably, you want to take about an inch section, because that's the size of the barrel we're using. So typically you always want to take the size of the barrel as your section. So like an inch section, split that into two, that's about an inch. It's not really that big of a deal if it's a little bit bigger, but you don't want it to be too thick of a section, or you're going to run it through and your curls are not going to hold. So I take my section. It's a little bit bigger, but I do want them to be a little bit like looser waves. So if you take your inch section, then the length of time you hold the curling iron on your hair determines how loose the curl is going to be. So if you hold it forever and then you let it set, it's going to be super tight, which don't hold it forever. But if you say, you know, like, okay, well, I'm going to hold it for 10 seconds. So depending on how thick your hair is, I mean, that's going to be a really tight curl. So if you say, okay, well, I'm going to run it through, hold it for 3 seconds, that's going to be a loose curl. So I kind of just go by feel. I don't really necessarily have like a second, like a certain amount of seconds that I say, okay, well, I'm going to do 2 seconds or 1 second or whatever. I just run it. I start it like in this middle section right here. I don't go quite in the middle because my hair is out here. I don't go quite in the middle. I start like kind of upper middle-ish. So I go, and you never want to quit moving with it on your hair. You always want to just keep it in motion and just feed it through. And I just feel till this gets hot and I just let them go. But I do kind of pull out the end So see how it's like not super curly on the end, like you want it to be a little bit looser, and it's just kind of a loose curl. So I'm going to do that again. So I'm going to go upper middle again, and you just feed it through and leave a little bit of the end out. I usually leave like barely any of the end, just enough to like grab, and you can feel that's hot. And then as you're pulling it out, I don't press the clamp, I just let it, like I just pull it out, because it's not a whole bunch of hair, it's not going to grab your hair. But all that does is pretty much straighten the end a little bit so that your ends are not super like curly, because that's kind of where it starts looking a little too much. This is more for like, you know, just your beach waves, or just a little bit, you know, of waves, not quite curls. So, or you want it to be curly, but just like a super loose curl. So if it's super tight at the bottom, then it kind of like just looks like too curly for me, personal preference, but just how I do my hair. And then I just pull that end. I will get it where you can see that I'm not pushing this, I just pull it out. And it shouldn't take you very long to get through them, because you're not holding them very long, and you're just, especially these pieces that are like right by my face that are super, see, I'm not pushing, I just pulled it out. I'm just going to continue that up my head. Now, to have like natural looking curls, you can curl them different directions. The ones by your face, I would recommend always to curl away from your face. It just looks better to me personally. You can curl them in different directions, or you can curl them all the same direction. I curl all the same direction just because I don't prefer extra volume, and to me that gives more volume. I'm gonna spray my hair real quick. I just use the Big Sexy Spray and Play. It says volumizing hairspray. But anyway, I just don't prefer like them different directions. I just like the way it looks same direction. When I get to the back, I don't do same direction all the time. Once I get kind of to the middle, so you doesn't have that cave in where they're all going, one's this way and one's going this way, and you have like a line down the middle, I will kind of go different directions that way, so it just kind of is messy in the back. But for the most part, I do go same direction all the way from the face. So this side, you're just gonna feed that in, and leave it out just a tiny bit on the bottom. And then when you feel that's hot, I just pull, and I release a little bit, because like you don't want to pull your hair out if it's got it good in there. But I do like it to like straighten the ends, because a lot of times like I've seen people go in and just straighten their hair at the ends, which kind of defeats the purpose of sitting here and curling your hair to me. So if you just pull the ends out like that, then it like pulls your curl out a little, and it pulls the ends of your curl out, so it's just not too much curl. going to show you again because I don't want you to still be confused or anything like that. I go like that and you just keep it moving. Leave a little bit out. When it feels hot, then just pull it out. And you just go in, keep it moving. It's super simple. Just kind of. Okay, so I'm going to spray the back. Oh. I'm going to give my hair a minute to set, especially the back, because I like all my curls to cool off before I run my hands through them. They already start out like pretty loose because I curl them that way. So if I go through them before they set, then they will loosen a little bit too much for my lip. So I'm going to go ahead and just let those set real quick. Okay. So now that they're pretty set, they're pretty cool, I just run my hands through them and kind of just mess them up. A lot of times I will just flip my hair, my head over because it kind of loosens them like a little bit easier. I'm gonna do that real quick, hold on. So I just flip my head over and just kind of like tussle it like this while it's flipped over. Woo, it's big. See that? That's kind of all there is to it. And I will do like a final hairspray. And sometimes, if I feel like there's not enough texture in it, I will go in with like a texturizing spray. This one's just by Kenra. And it just kind of adds a little bit of texture, so I'll go ahead and do that. It's not necessarily that I like need texture like right now, but as the day goes, if you have a texture spray in, a lot of times like when it starts to fall flat, all you gotta do is just kind of go like that and it'll really hold it back kind of where it was supposed to be. So there you go. That's kind of how my hair looks whenever I curl it. Sometimes I'm in the mood for it to be a little bit more curly, sometimes in the mood for a little bit more wavy. It just really depends on how I'm feeling that day. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got something out of it. If you have any suggestions on future videos, hair or makeup related, just leave them in the comments. Leave some suggestions for me. And please like this video, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching and I hope you enjoyed it.